Hi fam, what if I told you that there is a lot of things you can do with just 100 naira? I mean, if you want to start investing and you've been scared, you've been thinking, what do I do? Do you even know that with 100 naira you can start investing in the stock market? Meaning that if you have access to 100 naira, 500 naira, 1000 naira, I want you to look at some stocks, four Nigerian stocks that I'm going to talk about today that are under 100 naira. Meaning that if you have 1000, you can own more than 10 shares. You can even own up to 100 shares. Can you imagine? So the beautiful thing is that these stocks are stocks that are likely going to make you money in coming weeks. Likely. Don't forget, when I mention them, you have to do your own research and then watch out for these stocks. Now let's talk about this 100 naira. Can 100 naira get you a bottle of Coke? No, right? Can you use 100 naira to buy yourself shawarma? So there are so many things have become very expensive, but your stocks, the ones that can take care of you in future, you can even get it for less than 100 naira. So that's why I want you to watch this video. Many Nigerians are actually getting interested in the stock market, and I'm very happy about it. Not just stock markets, even other kinds of investment, because I feel like the noise level is increasing. Lots of people now are more open to talking about it and more open to learning about it because it's very important. And I want you to understand that your money needs to start growing so you can actually beat inflation. Remember that December is coming. Many people are going to be looking out for how do I get some money. But those who started their year early and we are very strategic have actually made some good money because I saw this beautiful report of how Nigerian stocks have really performed this year. And I was very impressed. I was very impressed. So there's no need for you to actually go into any scam opportunity. If you are not following, in fact, you should be asking the right questions. Stop looking for fast cash because there are so many fast cash businesses and crypto that are going to start popping up now. Meanwhile, people are quietly making money from the stock market. See, the Nigerian stock market has delivered a strong performance so far in 2025. The Nigerian All Share Index ASI has done an amazing run of 35% year to date, meaning from January till today in September, it has given us 35%. This is a lazy, assuming you just put your money and said, oh, I don't want to do anything, I don't want to stress myself. 35%, very like this. You have even crossed inflation safe. So I want to become very interested in this. So the big question people have been asking me lately is, with what has been happening in the stock market, is it time for them to, take their profit and run? Should they bail out? Should they continue going bullish? These are very important questions because a lot of companies have been on the spotlight either due to good reports or due to good returns or due to profit or they have outstanding products. Why some are not even doing well. Then there are some that are still untapped, like people have not even noticed them. Sometimes when you enter a store, there's always where your eyes used to go to. Then suddenly you spot something that you're like, I think I'm going to need this. So that's how some stocks are. And I want you to start looking in that direction. So welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Julia Wunsu, and on my channel, I basically teach you everything that has to do with money. I'm giving my focus to the stock market, how you can leverage the US stock market to make money for yourself. So like this video, watch till the end. Drop a comment and tell me if any of the stocks I'm going to mention, if you have any plans of buying them or even own any of them. And don't forget to subscribe, especially if this is your first time. Catch up on all our other videos. There are so many videos I've done that if you take your time, these videos will teach you a lot, especially when you're about to get started in the stock market. Don't just dabble in, get the information. I've done videos on what you need to know, the secrets. I think it's just my last video. Go and watch that video and it will do you good. So first of all, we're going to start by talking about what has happened in the stock market the last 7 days, like the last week. So we're going to talk about and see what has been going on. And we're going to look at the NGX ASI chart or share index. And I'm going to give you these four stocks that I feel like they're important for you to know. So I'm going to mention them: Vitafoam, Neimeth, Fidson, Champions Brewery. So I don't mean to gatekeep. So if you want to run off from now, you can do that. But if you really want to get some information about these four companies and how much they are and what they've done so far in the year, and why I think they should really give people some good money, then watch this video to the end. And of course, do not forget to join our VIP. Here we teach you everything you need to know about the stock market, the right apps you should download, especially regarding how much you want to start with and how long and the kind of things you want. We have a lot of packages, a lot of lessons that will open your eyes. In fact, you will be transformed. And I also give stock recommendations. There are some stocks that I'm giving to my VIP community members that are going to give us over 200%. So you can't say, oh, I'm late to the party. Every day, new opportunities are coming up. In fact, today alone, a particular stock will run from $2 to $83, over 5,000% gains. We didn't trade it anyway because that's a very risky. People that want to trade that kind of stock, you should know you can actually lose your money, but it made people money, those that spotted it on time. But it's just for you to understand that there are so many opportunities in the stock market that you can't be crying over the ones you've missed. No, don't bother. So we're going to also get support from me. So these things are what the money are going to pay, because it is 50,000. You join us in 5.0 community, and I also give you access to my doc, my blueprint doc that can guide you from now in the next 12 months. Amazing, amazing opportunities. Just 50,000 naira for you to join this community. But for now, let's go to the chat and talk. All right, so I decided to pull up this particular information. Please head over to Nairametrics and read it. It says the top 10 best performing Nigerian stocks in August. And if you go, you can see the list. I think they just started with Ella Lakes as number 10 and down to number 1. So read is an important read. But let's go to what has happened last week. Of course, you should also know that the financial service industry, which is majorly the banking sector, have always been leading the stock market. So if you go through this, you would see that this is their turnover they did in the entire week. And we had 4 trading days. Market was not open on Friday because we had a public holiday. So the 3 top equities were Sovereign Trust Insurance PLC, Access Holding, and Fidelity Bank, measured by volume. So, but the main services were financial services, we are topping the chart, followed by the service industry, followed by the consumer industry. Then the rest, we are now the balance. So you can see this is bank, 82%. This is huge. Service industry, financials, then consumer, and then others is 11%. So this is amazing. Another thing I like to look at here is the top gainers. So this particular week, this is how some stocks moved. You can see here, even the NGX moved from 57 to 60 and had a 2 naira 20 kobo gain. So you can see this is beautiful. And then we also had some stocks that pulled back because, of course, we are gradually in a place where a lot of people are taking profit. I explained it in my last video. So I'm going to go to the charts, and I'm going to mention these stocks in no particular order. But I just want to quickly take us to let me quickly take us to the ASI, the All Share Index. Look at our performance so far this year. Look at this move to the upside. And you can see it's like we are gradually making a step. It's trying to pick up, but we don't know what's going to happen next. But this is due to profit taking. People who have been making money all the way up till this point are taking profit, and they are hoping that this stock will pull back and they start re-entering again to take it up to another level, to make another all-time high. We also need to beat this record. When it will happen, honestly, I do not know. But all I know is that this opportunity, this pullback is very healthy, and we are gradually getting into the burst cycle. So you need to be very strategic. And if you focus on long term, see, even all the times this stock tried to pull back, you can see even if every time it tries to pull back, it actually made its way up. So if you're focused on long term, you are really going to enjoy. So the first stock I'm going to mention is Fidson. Why am I pulling Fidson? I just noticed that these people had recorded 85% profit sales, and they made over 200% in profit. And this is in medical sector. And they've been doing amazing things. They actually started their year at a 15 naira 50 kobo. You can see where they are. They actually hit 46 naira, but as at now, they're at 43 naira. Okay. And the beautiful thing about this is that they've actually done the last 1 year, they have actually done 230%. So if you are to check the last 1 year till now, they've actually grown from 13 naira to 47 naira. So for me, as an investor, this is something you should be looking at. Their year to day, January to now, is 177%, because this is showing a robust investor confidence and strong momentum. And honestly, they've been having positive fundamentals. Their H1 2025 results was good, 65% year-over-year revenue increase. So I think that this is actually a good stock. This move now, I actually hope this stock will pull back a little more before it makes its way up. Now let's look at Neimeth. This is also in the medical sector, but I like this type of their move. Look at this run up from 3 naira to 10 naira, and now it pulled back to 6 naira, and that's where we are. I tried to make a move to 8 naira and came down to 6 naira. So they actually had 45% revenue. They had a 45% revenue in 1 week. Huh? That's really amazing. I feel like whatever thing they did, they need to continue with that thing. And another good news they had recently is that their investors and shareholders actually approved a 20 billion naira investment, so they could actually expand. So a lot of things are going on in this company. For long term, you can be sure that even getting this stock at 6 naira and you give it time, this stock will head over to 10 naira and even more. So I actually like this stock, and it's cheap. 6 naira, with 100 naira you can buy a lot. If you have 1,000, 10,000, you can actually scoop a lot, but make sure you do your own due diligence. Another one I want to talk about is Vitafoam. Vitafoam has had a very good run, reporting 9.3 billion in profits. That's a huge bounce back for me. Oh, for a company that last time they didn't make good profits. I feel like they actually outdid themselves this time around. So they have moved from 20 naira to 78. This is really, really amazing, and they're not even stopping. This one, I don't know whether they intend to pull back, but a pullback will be a good place for someone to enter. So, but do your own due diligence and make sure you study the fundamentals very well and see if it is actually a good pick for you. Now, the last one I want to talk about is one that I just started, that made me to laugh. I don't know whether to say it seems like people have started drinking more, because this company was really not doing very, I don't know whether to say they were not doing so well, but they were just there. They actually reported, that they made losses. And then the next thing, it was a huge turnaround from loss to profit of 2.3 billion in 6 months. I don't know whether it is the management or something, but this is very, very good. This is good. And look at their beautiful pullback. From 21, they pulled back to 14. So even if you are smart enough and you actually grab it, but check their fundamentals and see if it is something you want to hold for a longer time. But their growth has been amazing. I feel like whatever the management is doing, and they should really, really continue doing that. But make sure you actually check before you buy the stock. Another interesting thing I found out is that they also paid dividends. They also paid dividends, which is good. And their H1 performance was like 2.3 billion. I actually see this company, they actually showed strong gains, to be honest, from 3 naira to 22 naira. That's an impressive return. A stunning 246% year to date, meaning from January this year alone, they've done 246. That means this is reflecting strong investor appetite and a very good market recovery. And for me, if they can sustain their profit growth and drive their improved operation and brand expansion, as they have said, with strategic moves, I think they're going to have better revenue diversification. So personally, I think this is a good stock that you can actually do more, just check and see if it's something you can do, and make sure you stick around and subscribe to